It's good. It's fun. It's just gotta have fun. Oh man. Okay. Anyway, we're live. Something. Anyway. All right. Okay. Hello, Tansa, and welcome back to the Seventh Generation Podcast. Today's a special episode because we're coming to you from the Seven Gen studio here in the band office. I'm here with some special guests from the Eagleview Middle School, a place where our youth are learning, growing, and finding their voices. I'm sitting here with Miss Karen Bird, the principal of Eagleview Middle School, and Miss Chantel Patagan, the vice principal. Today, we're going to talk about um, what's happening inside the school, how many students attend Eagleview, how student leadership is growing through the Student Band Council, what supports are in place for students, and what exciting events are coming up on the school calendar. This episode is all about celebrating our students, our educators, and the work being done every day to support youth from grades 6 to 8. With that, let's get into it. um, for Miss Bird, for those listening who may not be familiar, can you tell us about yourself?
Yep. Tanse, kinanas kumit na no sagisiga pintuta uyaguta. Karen Burden Sidigasun, Opatiguchon Wutsenida, South End Reindeer Lake. Iguay ka koisa nimiditi na notso te piapian, ipiatsi mustatago, nista tansiga itaga mixian, uta guskanoma tiga magok. I'm happy to be here today. I'm very thankful that I have this opportunity to be a principal at the Eagleview Middle School. And I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. I come from the Morin and Clark families of South End Reindeer Lake. I grew up in South End Reindeer Lake, and I have 9 siblings, and my mom is no longer with us, the matriarch of our family, and she had a lot of grandchildren and chapans. And I'm for myself, I have 5 adult children, and I have 5 grandsons and 2 granddaughters. And so yeah, I work for my nation in Peter Valentine Cree Nation. That's where I'm from. I worked for them for 28 years in South End and doing various things. And I was also a chief for one term. That was 3 years in our community. And I was also an educational consultant. I worked, so I did various jobs. And I was a teacher and principal too. Something that I always go back to is, being with the students, being with the community members. And this is my first time in Onion Lake. I love being here, and I always tell my staff that I feel a lot of peace here. And I commute from Lloydminster daily, and it's a nice drive. It's a beautiful country. I especially love seeing the buffaloes every morning and evening going home. And it's so special to see a white buffalo. There's about 3 or 4 buffaloes there, and it's so wonderful to see that. And then once in a while, I'll see a moose running by and a deer, and it's just, and I just love it. Yeah, so I'm eager, to be here and learn the student's name. We have 283 students in our school. We have 105 grade 6 students, 86 grade 7 students, and 92 grade 8 students. And from our population, with our males and females, we have 155 males and 128 females. So when something happens, it's always the boys.
Is that true, Chantel?
And I just wanted to share we do have our SPC committee, and the students elected our SPC committee. They went through the whole election process at the same time as the nation was having the election. So that
Mm,
was something the teachers
Mhm.
wanted to teach
nice.
with what was happening in the community. So our chief is Kalani Chache.
Yeah,
Our treasurer is Taisley Lilwolf.
yeah.
Our secretary is Alex Tradewell Belly. And our event coordinator is Avery Morning Child. So we had fun doing that.
That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, so we'll come back to that.
Mhm.
Maybe a question for Chantel. Um I guess before we get to the question, maybe an introduction just for the people out there that may not know you.
Hello, and I'd like to thank Fraser for giving us time here today so we could share all our information. So I'm Chantal Patagan. I've lived in Onion Lake all my life. I've This is my 5th year being vice principal here. And so I'm learning a lot from my previous principal and my new principal here. We have some exciting events happening in our school. Well, we've had lots of events happening, but this month is we have some things that are really interesting happening. So I just wanted to share a bit from my calendar.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we've invited 7th Gen to come into our school to broadcast these events.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, we'll get into that here. And again, thank you, ladies, for being here. For agreeing to do this. I think this it's a good practice for our community and a good way to connect with the parents out there in our community, maybe other departments, seeing what you guys are doing, and maybe there'll be opportunities for other departments and staff to support what you guys are doing. So I'm really grateful for this. I know we did this with the Pewa principal and vice principal too. We did this with the Sagaskuch, the high school as well, and I think it opened up a lot of doors for us to work together. So again, I'm just really thankful that you ladies agreed to do this, and that you guys are here. Going back to the student population, there's 283 students, 155 male, 128 female. I think that's important to highlight. With the size of the, I guess, population that you guys are working with, and for the high school to be aware of what's coming down the pipeline. But going back to what we're talking about here, the student band council, can you explain a little bit on what the student band council is and why it's important?
Me to do it? Yeah, I can elaborate on that. So, one of the things that we wanted to showcase our students having leadership qualities and how they can help in terms of the staff with the organization of activities. And so they've been helping out. They have a committee of a staff body that help them that sign up for this SBC committee. So they helped out in recently we had horse what do you call it, sleigh
Sleigh
rides.
rides.
Yes,
Mm,
and so they helped out in that way, organizationally wise, and events for assembly. I've been giving them more roles to help me with the assembly and organizing the
mm,
kids how they should sit and where they should be, by classes. And they do fundraisers also. We're having a pie in the face on Wednesday, and
mm,
they've organized that. So we have quite a few staff that were paid I think it's 50 cents a vote. And so whoever has the most votes, the top five, I think.
So far, we have 17 staff members that are going to have pie in the face tomorrow, and I'm
Oh.
one of them. So the student who paid the most to put a pie in our face will get to do that tomorrow. So we have 7 Gen coming for that tomorrow. It's gonna be so
Okay.
fun. The
Nice.
kids are gonna love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question maybe for Chantel, just to add on to what you guys are talking about here, especially with the SBC. Why is student voice so important at this age for grade 6 to 8?
Student voice is extremely important. So a lot of the times when I have family meetings or if I have a student in my office, I'll ask them, what do you want to work on? What are some goals we can set? What do you want to see happen? Or how do you feel if somebody did that to you? Those are the kind of questions that I ask when they come into my office, when I have to deal with the situation, when I have a parent meeting, because it gives them ownership. They take ownership of the situation that happened. They have ownership of the goals they set and how they want to do better and be better for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Like part of what we do with our program is one of the like foundational pillars, I guess, for this program when it was created was youth empowerment. And one of the things I noticed like I think this is such a special age group, and right now a lot of our program we're focusing on the high school. We're trying to be in the high school, and I think some of the biggest differences I'm noticing with the middle school and the high school is like the high school things tend to get a little more serious at this age. They're looking forward to graduation and what they want to do with their life beyond that, post secondary or college, and becoming independent and all of that kind of stuff. I think with one of the cool things with Eagleview and that age group is they don't have to have that stress so much at that age.
Yeah.
They like the finish line for them is grade 8 and then moving over to the high school, and
Mhm.
then I think their mind shift starts to shift towards
Yeah.
graduation and stuff. So I think you can have a little more fun with the students at this
Mhm.
age. And just from like the live streaming side of things for us, and I've noticed this last year when we went to the career fair at Eagleview. We were set up there, one of the booths, and the behavior and the attitude from that age group compared to the high school, Eagleview students seem to want to have a little more fun, and they wanted to come, like they were coming on the live stream and kind of just, I don't know, like fooling around a little more, like having more fun with it. Like, hey, what's up with 7 Gen? And like role playing like they were a part of the team and promoting, and I was like I was just, I don't know, blown away by that.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me really proud, and it just seems like they want to experiment more
Mm-hmm.
with things like
Yeah.
that. I don't know if that's something you guys
Yeah,
notice.
I've
And
noticed it lots. Like when we're doing announcements, they'll come into my and they're like, "Can I talk? Can I make an
yeah,
announcement?"
yeah,
So they
Mm-hmm.
they want their voices heard.
yeah. Yeah, so going back to that question, like why is giving them a voice important? I think especially at that age, I think they start discovering more about
Yeah.
themselves and how they can like their personality, and I think by giving them those opportunities, you're helping give them confidence to
Yes.
want to keep growing in those areas. So I don't know, just some observations from my side of things. Um, Before we move on, is there anything else on you guys want to add on to what we touched on so far, or?
I think one of the things that we do when we do something, we get surveys from the students, like what do you want for lunch. We have a lunch program that we feed the kids in the breakfast and the breakfast program and the lunch program,
Mhm.
and then they get one snack, and so they write up what they want. And we also had a survey to the students regarding retention. We had input from the students, and I just want to read you what they wanted for the retention program.
Mhm.
Maybe I can just tell you what is the retention. This is one of the strategies that we have more budget into the students that attend 80% and over for perfect attenders. So our committee has monthly plans, what we'd like to do for the year, and also not only for the 80 plus attendance, a draw for them, but also family engagement, because we want the families to be engaged with us when we're doing the programming. So before I go through that, I just want to read some of the survey responses that we got. So the students, they said, what did you want? What is it that you'd like to see for the 80 plus draw? And they said Xbox, PS5, $100 gift cards, can either be Shoppers, Walmart, Microsoft, Xbox, or Sport Check. Lego sets, drones, guitars, hockey sticks, games, electronic drum set for the school, VR, iPad, Labubu, remote control cars, Nintendo Switch, TV, gift cards for the movies, passes for the pool, laptops, LED lights, bikes, Nintendo games, 50 to $100 cash, V-Bucks, speakers, headphones, art sets, drawing supplies, Apple gift cards. And then what about for the families? And they wrote grocery hampers, casino gift cards,
I didn't even see that.
cleaning supplies, gas cards, hotel stays, bowling parties, movie trips for families, gift cards for restaurants, could be Denny's, McDonald's, Popeyes, Burger King, Pizza Hut, and Subway.
Yeah.
So this was the students' voice. So we went ahead with that, and we created a plan with the staff. And so September we had the tablet draw for the 80 plus, and also perfect attenders get a banana split. I made a mistake on this in September. So what had happened was Miss Whitstone came to ask me from the kitchen, from the concession side, and said, "Who are the students that are getting the banana splits?" And so, but I was so busy. I was dealing with the situation here, and I had to get something going. And I said, "Oh, these kids," and I gave her some, but it was the wrong list I gave her. And it wasn't even the perfect attenders. And then the other kids saw the other kids eating a banana split. Like, why are they getting a banana split and I didn't get it? And I'm a perfect attender. And I was like, oh no. And so I told her, give everybody a banana split. So I have to be careful in that. And so it was a fun day. It was a Friday. And October they went for a movie night, and they also had $100 gift card draws. November we did the TV draws and also a movie. And December we did earbuds. And this month we have our assembly tomorrow afternoon, right after
At
recess.
12:30.
And then we have draws for an iPads for,
Mm.
yeah, so we have that, and also a movie at May Theater. Yeah, so next month will be Galaxy Family Passes, and yeah, a movie. So
Yeah.
we do encourage the parents, the guardians, send your kids to school every day. I think one of the biggest thing, we want all our students to have high marks and perfect attendance, and they have a chance to win these awesome prizes.
Mhm.
But we need them to be at school every day, and it's so important. I can't stress it enough that we need these students in school every day.
Mhm.
And we have our reporting period. Our report cards are next month already, so we're doing midterms right now.
Mm.
And yeah, and I'm finding out, looking at the marks, it's the low attenders that are having low marks because they're
Mhm.
not there to do the lessons, and then they get marked for it, right?
Yeah.
So we need more communication from the parents. Let's see what we can do to help you
Mhm.
to have your child coming. I even went out to buy winter clothing because we are doing outdoor stuff, and a lot of the kids don't bring their jackets, even if they do have jackets or winter pants.
Yeah.
And so we gave them, we have winter jackets and ski pants for them to go out and do tubing. Chantel and the team took out the kids tubing a couple weeks ago, right?
The grade sevens went tubing. Yeah.
Yeah, all the grade seven. So and we have more, and she'll tell you what's happening next. But I
Mhm.
just wanted to let you know about the retention program. We
Yeah.
do have plans, and we do need the community support in getting all the kids to school.
Yeah. On that note, um, so like the plans for all of this that comes from a retention committee
Yes.
formed by the staff from the school.
So we have 4 goals that we set, and they're called our SMART goals. We have math goals, we have ELA goals, retention, and culture goals.
Mhm.
So this retention is playing a big role right now to try get students back in school, because December we had low numbers because a lot of families were getting sick.
Mm.
So we're really trying to work to bring kids into school. So on top of academics, we create fun activities in the school to entice kids and to want to come to school, right?
Yeah.
So we had a whole bunch of activities planned. We At the end of the month we have our land-based camp. So I guess I can go into my calendar event.
Yeah.
So if you have a student at our school, get your calendars ready.
Mhm.
So starting tomorrow is the assembly and pie in the face in the afternoon. We have recreation. So talking about those partnerships before, because like everybody knows it takes a nation to raise a child. So we do have partnerships with other departments.
Mhm.
So recreation has partnered with us to do intramurals. So they're helping us with that. And we have intramurals tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday at lunchtime, and they'll be playing badminton with the grade 6, 7, and 8s.
Nice.
And they come in and help supervise and spend some time with the kids.
Mhm.
And then family dance. That's another really important retention activity. And that is happening on Thursday from 5 to 6:30, and we've partnered with your prevention program.
Mhm.
So our staff have planned it, they have the activities, and your group is coming in to help support that with music and with food, and also spending time with our families,
Mhm.
creating those connections,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
right? Because that's super important.
Yeah.
Um, we have our disco basketball that's happening at the high school. Our U15 students are going to go play over there. We just had our disco basketball last Wednesday,
Mm.
and our teams took gold,
No
which
way.
is amazing.
Mhm.
They did so well. We had some 6s and 7s playing in both, and
Really
that was so good. They were so excited. We had other First
nice.
Nations come from around our area.
Mhm.
So I'd really like to invite all families to come to the family dance. Come and have some supper with us. All staff will be there. You're invited to come visit our teachers, dance with your kids, or just hang out and come
Mhm.
have a meal.
Yeah.
And then Friday we have our student Valentine's dance. That'll be the last hour of the day.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a week-long break. So we're closed from the 16th to the 20th for our winter break.
Yeah.
midwinter break, I guess it says. And then when we come back, we'll have our land-based camp and staff appreciation. So we've planned for that week. It also hits Pink Shirt Day, which is anti-bullying day, and that's on the 23rd. And we're having anti-bullying presentations from Wellness, another partnership we have. And then we're finishing off our day with a round dance, so that's gonna be a super busy day.
Nice.
Um, then the land-based camp is the 24, the 25, and the 27. On the 24 is the grade 6 day. The 25 is the grade 7, and 27 is the grade 8. We also have some partnerships with the health center, and they come in and do a cooking up club and a good deeds club with our students.
Yeah.
And so December was a hard month for our nation. We had lots of loss, and a lot of those hit our school, right? A lot of the families hit our school. So we invited Lloydminster. We also have partnership with Lloydminster to come in and do grief and loss presentations. So those are also happening on February 26th. We have grief and loss presentations for the 7th and the 8th. And then on the 27th, it's for the grade 6.
Cool.
And then we also had another group come in called Red Savage Boxing Club. Have you heard of them?
Yeah.
Yep. So Cody and Matthew came in, and they want to start a club with our kids, and we had it last year, and the kids loved it.
Yeah.
So they're going to come in that'll start on the last week of February as well.
Yeah.
3 times a week they'll come in.
Nice.
And then so we're just going to recognize our staff at the last week, because the staff are very important as well. So our thing is to build up our staff, right? So we want to build up our staff, make them feel appreciated, make them happy, I guess you could say, want to come to work. Because if you build up your staff, then it'll filter through to the kids. If the staff feel good, then they'll work towards helping our students feel good, right? And so we planned days where we have people coming in to do services for them. We have massages, facials, haircuts. What else do we have? Eyelashes, all kinds of services coming in. We will have an assembly to recognize the staff and give them gifts. The students will cheer for them. We'll feed them throughout the week, different kinds of meals. So hopefully they'll feel spoiled. So that's basically February.
Yeah.
On last Friday, we had staff versus students basketball. That was so fun. The kids just loved that. They were just cheering. It was so good.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. I think you guys are doing a lot of awesome work. Yeah, just going back to like this age group and like, I don't know, just listening to all of that, it kind of brings me back to those years. And like, like just trying to imagine what they're feeling like for me, I would be really happy and excited to be a student, with all of this stuff going on over there. I think you guys are doing an awesome job. Question on that. How can parents and caregivers stay informed with this? Is there like social media? Where could they find this? Or if you want, we can help you guys with this too. If you send me this stuff, we could post on your pages.
I think that'll be perfect. I think we need to up our game in the social media. Like, we have a Eagleview school announcements page where we post our monthly calendar, but we'd also like to invite families and parents, especially for our parent committee. We only have one person that signed up so far for a parent committee, but we'd love to have more, and then we'd have more support
Yeah.
and input from the families as to what they would like to see in the school.
Mhm.
And the other thing I forgot to mention for our students is to build them up as well, is we have a kindness shop. So like all those things she mentioned on that list,
Mhm.
we buy little prizes and they earn kindness cards for caught you being kind, caught you speaking Cree,
Mhm.
and then they come on Fridays to shop at our kindness shop, and we have all those little goodies in there, gift cards, like squishies, all kinds of little things they want to earn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. Yeah, Alex Tradewell, he's on the SBC. He's been we were kind of looking for some help this past summer with some of the programming that we're doing with the live streaming side of things, and we kind of did a little call out on social media, and he's one of the ones that responded. And um like our crew that are managing all of this, I kept hearing his name, and I'm like, who's Alex? And they're telling me who he is. He's just a young guy. And but by the sounds of it, like he was really like take initiative type
Mm-hmm.
of person,
Yeah.
and wasn't shy, and he was stepping up. And when it came to doing stuff on the screen and on the mic, he was like one of our main guys for that.
Yeah, he's a musician too. He at our talent show, he was playing with his dad up on the
Hell
stage.
yeah.
They did really good, and every time we have a extracurricular, first one to come and sign up and make sure we get get the programs going and done. So he's a leader for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he follows up too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Oh,
he
yeah.
yeah,
does it just one time, but he'll
yeah,
check in a couple days or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah. Makes us accountable, that guy.
Yeah.
He was one of the guys, him and Jackson, that started the gamers
Yes, they started
tournament.
their own gaming club
Really?
Yeah.
last fall.
Yeah. And now this year, this new year, we bought the equipment, and then
Mhm.
we had sponsorship now from
Yes, from his program
yeah,
is
from
going
your
to.
program to buy the consoles and whatever
Yeah.
that's needed.
Yeah.
So we have staff that have signed up for that, and we have a gamers club now.
Yeah.
So they're uh, uh, Mr. Tradewell Belly and Alec. What's Axel's last name?
Willier?
Willard. They were the ones that started this club. So
Mm,
they took the initiative. This is what we want, and that's how
yeah.
it started.
Yeah.
So talk about student leadership.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I love it. Like that's yeah, that's something we try to promote too, where we try to support that, like giving the students a voice and having the students helping the students.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, that's something we support 100%. And it's really awesome to see it like happening.
Yeah.
I think we're coming up to the end of it. I know
Yeah.
you guys have to run.
I just wanted to mention a couple more things.
Yep.
We're still needing a phys ed teacher. So if there's any phys ed teachers out there, please give the HR a call. And yeah, it's been good with the staff pulling together, doing what we can with a phys ed teacher.
Mhm.
And we have the staff also sign up in what Miss Patagan was talking about with their SMART goals. And they came up with year plans, like the science year plan and the math year plan, and also for the presentation what the students need.
Yeah.
Just for this past month, they did a anti-bullying workshop, and the month before that they did self-love and resiliency. And then we're going to be in March talking about goal setting. So they have a theme every month, what it was. So I'll just go from the start. It was meet the counselor, the mental health counselor at the beginning, and then October we did healthy friendships. November was Now Week, so we did internet safety. It's so important that the students know what's safe out there. And once you put any images or chats or whatever, they're always on the internet. And one of the things that we're letting the parents and guardians know is when you give that child a responsibility to have an iPad or a phone, you need to look at the content that they're looking at, and also who they're talking to for their safety, because we have a lot of um, uh, pedophiles and just bad people out there that would, talk to these vulnerable children.
Yeah.
And we've had some instances where kids had sent out pictures and then they get teased about or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of the other things, we don't allow phones in our school, and that is the reason, so the kids cannot take pictures of other kids and
Yeah.
have situations out of that. So it's very important that we teach the kids about internet safety. The other ones is about connection, virtues. We have the virtues program, the self-love, resiliency, as I mentioned, anti-bullying, goal setting. It's important that they need to know what to look forward to. And stress management. We don't think kids have stress, but they do. And we see it in the office every day. And then about summer safety at the end of for May and June. Yeah, so just keeping our kids safe, we do our part because as administrators, we're responsible for these children once they step into the school bus till when they leave the school bus. And as a Onion Lake Cree Nation Education Authority, we work together and we do as much as we can, and that's why we want to hear from parents and see what they want out of it. So anyway, for February, we've been having math question of the week, and they take a winner for each grade. And for the science, they have Super Bowl, because we just had the Super Bowl. So they go with what's happening, in the world, or at least North America. Put your spin on the football science, and then next month we'll be starting to think about the science fair, the spelling bee, and all of that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. I forgot to mention the spelling bee, and we put it on the list for 7 Gen to come. It's on the 26th.
Okay.
The last hour of the day, 2:15, because then we're gonna go and take some members to compete in the SIGA spelling bee. I was gonna show you the poster right here.
Yeah. Cool.
And on March 20th,
Yeah.
in Saskatoon. And then the winner from there goes on to move to play in to Toronto in May. I think we had somebody from Onion Lake go there, but I can't remember.
I remember
who.
that. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Michaela, maybe?
I think so. Yeah. Chantel Can of
Yes,
Potatoes
yes.
kid child.
Yeah, so
I
she
remember
went
that.
to a
Oh,
spelling bee in Toronto. So we're hoping we'll
Wow.
get somebody again this year.
yeah, that'd be wonderful. I just wanted to say thank you for the invitation too, and I just want to say thank you to Miss Patagan here. She's taken such a good role. I gone off and on due to medical, yeah, and so she stepped up, and also Miss Whitstone, Janet Whitstone. They've been taking that. She's been taking that leadership role, and I have every confidence in her and Miss Whitstone, and also the staff. Taking on. They have full classrooms, and they continue to do the extra care, whatever is needed out there, the supervision. They don't go unnoticed with all the things that we do. So I'm very thankful. We have a lot of things lined up for the staff appreciation at the end of the month. So, and I thank our director, assistant director, our superintendents, our board, everybody, our chief and council, everybody is involved in this, and especially the parents and guardians. They're number one here with their children. So whatever we can do to support in the school, you let us know. Let myself or Chantel know, and whatever we can do.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Right on. Before we go, is there any last message you would like to share directly with the students? Maybe they'll come back to watching this. Is there anything you'd like to share
Yeah.
with them?
Do you want me to go first? So I would say to the student watching out there that you're not in school yet, come to school. Come be with us. We'll be there. Whatever challenges that you may have, either it be mental health, academic, whatever it is, we'll do our best to help you. We just want you there. We want you to learn, because when you learn, every grade that you pass into the next grade, you're opening the door for yourself. You'll have more opportunities in this world when you have education. They say the buffalo is the new education, and it is. The more you learn about yourself, your culture, the traditions, the family, your family tree, and where you come from, you're a Neo, you're a Cree person. And if you're not, and if you're from another tribe or whatnot, you're living in Onion Lake, come to school. We have the grade 6 to 8 schools at Eagleview. I'm the principal, and here we have our vice principal. We're there to welcome you. We'll feed you. If you need any help, we'll do our best. We'll do our best. As the First Nation offers transportation, so you'll be bused to and from school, and we'll do our best. We'll do our best to make you safe and well fed while you're there. And we have a full calendar, as Miss Chantel went through. We have a lot of fun activities, and we notice, like Fraser, what you were saying, the kids like to have fun in grade 6. They do. They're hands on. They can't sit still for a long time, and they got to do something. And we recognize that. And if you're having a hard time, you think, oh, I can't be in that grade because whatever reason, just come and we'll work
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. You want to add anything to that,
Yeah.
Chantal?
So that's our main thing too, is creating a safe space for our kids. We work on bullying every day. We work on conflicts with students. When they leave our offices, we try and make sure that they know what to do next time in this situation if it happens again. And we won't be able to work on it unless we know it's happening. So if something's happening to you out there, you need to come into our office and let us know so we can help you through it for sure. We will find a way to deal with anything. And that's what I really want to stress to all the students out there. Come and let us know. We're always there. Our doors are always open. Also, the other thing I wanted to share for our school, the main thing is building relationships with our kids. We want to build those relationships so they feel comfortable coming to us to talk about things. I always make time to talk to a student if they just want to come in and chat, and a lot do. They just come in there to chat, and we have one student who comes and gives us hugs every single day, and feels so special that even on bus day she's there. And so obviously she's found a connection with us, and she's wanting to be there, wanting to come to school. We work on towards making sure that on top of academics, we work towards making sure that our students' basic needs are met. They're fed. They have basically three meals a day, because we make sure they leave with a snack at the end of the day. And then we also wanted to what was I gonna say now? We wanted to thank you for letting us come here to talk about our calendar events, and just giving people a glimpse of what's happening in our school. And I appreciate the partnerships I have with the community, and I'd like to welcome more community members to come into our school, to come and help us, to come and support, more departments to reach out to us. We're always willing to create those partnerships.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. Awesome. I love it. So glad we were able to do this. And yeah, like you said, like get a glimpse into what you guys are doing in there. Um I to me it's like I don't have a kid in there. But if like I would if I did, I'd love to have a kid in there with you guys with what you guys are doing in there. I think you guys are doing awesome work. But with that, I want to thank Miss Karen Bird and Miss Chantel Patagan for sitting down with us today and sharing what's happening at Eagleview Middle School. It's clear there's a lot of care, effort, and heart going into supporting students and creating a positive learning environment. To the students listening, keep showing up, keep trying, and keep believing in yourselves. Your voices matter. Thank you to Eagleview Middle School for doing this, and thank you to everyone for tuning in. Until next time, take care and hi hi, and we wish you all a good day.
Have a good day, everyone.